What's happening, boys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a Rangers versus Club Brugge preview for the first leg at Ibrox of the Champions League last qualifying round. Can we get through? That is the question. But yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about for this Rangers versus Club Brugge preview is the history of the fixture. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so on screen now you can see is that Rangers have only played Club Brugge once in our history, and that was this year. It was in 2025, and it was a 2-2 draw, and it was in a club friendly, so it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't really count it to anything, but we have never played them competitively, so this should make for an interesting game. Okay, so something else about this fixture is basically that Club Brugge are like the Rangers of Belgium. It's actually kind of fascinating and interesting how similar we really are. Our fan bases are similar, we've got similar kits. I mean, our badge is a bit different, but a lot of their things are really similar, and I don't even know there's like a proper link to Club Brugge from Rangers, kind of like how Rangers and Chelsea have a link. But honestly, it's kind of like crazy to see like how they've got like basically the same culture and club like morals, I guess you could go with, as Rangers, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, Club Brugge are a interesting club because we're very similar, and I want to see how this one pans out because I don't know if there's going to be much hatred in it. And there was a thing that came out that Russell Martin and Club Brugge's coach, I'm not too sure of his name, are actually friends, and apparently they're going to put the friendship aside for this game, blah blah blah, because obviously it is a big game. But that's just something else that's kind of similar and quite funny. But I don't know what's going to go on in this game, I will be honest, because there doesn't seem like there's going to be much love lost. Like, you get what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, this is our first competitive game against Club Brugge, and hopefully we can make it a good one. So yeah, let's get into Club Brugge's strengths. Okay, so Club Brugge's main strength, or threat, you could say, is probably one of their players. It would be their left wing Tolles. He's a Greek player, and he's played for Club Brugge for quite a while now. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, so on screen now is a couple of clips of Tolles just absolutely carrying Club Brugge, and in this one he cuts inside and he gets his shot off, and in this clip, this comes in the same game, he absolutely twists this defender inside out and he has no option, so he takes it on himself and unfortunately does miss. This clip also comes in the same game where Tolles gets the ball in, and in this time he does score, and it's a good volley, and in this clip Tolles turns his man inside out again and he does miss, and in this clip he cuts inside and he basically puts his man on his arse, and then he gets a shot off, and it's good save by the keeper. In this clip, the ball comes in, and his player plays it nicely to him, but he finishes it lovely straight into the bottom corner. And finally, once again, he cuts inside, does his man, gets his shot off. So that is Tolles, that is Club Brugge's main threat. And I can't report anything on him transferring because he hasn't. He is here to stay at Club Brugge, and we haven't got third time lucky, unfortunately, with Panathinaikos and Victoria Plazen's main boys moving out just before Rangers faced them. We haven't got lucky with Tolles leaving Club Brugge. He is there to stay, and he has been their main man for a long time. So we're just going to have to combat him. And how do we combat him? It's very simple. We just don't let him cut in, because them little cut-ins and the little fakes are really throwing players. So as long as we don't allow that, and we just don't allow him to get the ball as much, I think we'll be okay, because other than that, Club Brugge do not have much of a threat on the pitch, to be really. There's a lot of their play comes straight through Tolles, and if Tolles isn't there and we take him out of the equation, what is he going to do? Also, Club Brugge have had a lot of transfers come out of their club recently. They've lost Capri, Jasari, and Tabat. Like, they went to Sunderland, AC Milan, and Brighton. So they're being raided essentially. So Rangers need to take advantage of that, of a team that looks a bit shaky, I will be honest. But yeah, that is their main threat, and that is Tolles. But they do have another, I wouldn't say threat, it's more of a security blanket. And that is their goalkeeper, so let's get into it. Okay, so this first shot comes in from a volley. It's a brilliant save, that was a rocket. And then in this clip, comes in from across. His man absolutely gets done here, and it's a good first save, but the second save's even better, off the line clearance. This one comes in from a free kick, and it's a brilliant header, but the save's even better. This one comes from a 1v1, and he does incredibly well not to foul the man here. So this one comes in the same game, and it's another 1v1, and it's a great save. And this one, the ball's played through, and the first save's brilliant. Then he gets the
second save here, so he saves his team twice. Again, another 1v1, and it's another great save.
So that's Club Brugge's last line of defence, and it is a pretty solid last line to have. Not only do they have one goalkeeper, they have two goalkeepers. They've got Simon Mignolet and Jokers. That is Mignolet's understudy as a younger goalkeeper, but I assume he might get this game. Either that, Mignolet more experienced, big game, but they have two very solid young goalkeepers. Mignolet's the older one, but their young goalkeeper very solid. But yeah, that is their last line of defence. But you might have noticed something through them clips, and we'll get into that because we're going to go into Club Brugge's weakness now. So, Club Brugge's weakness, let's talk about it. It is very simple, and this is easy, and it's clear as day. I've watched every match they've played this season, and this is the one I've identified every single game. It's their defence. Their defence is shocking. I mean terrible, awful, and that is why their goalkeeper is their last line of defence, because honestly this defence doesn't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on with them. It's like they just don't know how to communicate, they don't have a clue what's going on, and this should be something Rangers exploit in every way possible, down the wings, through the middle. Their defence is clueless. But yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so in this clip it comes from a corner, and this is seriously bad defending, but it comes to the player and I don't know how he misses. But anyways, in this clip the ball comes down the line and it's passed down, and this is seriously bad tracking, and then they put it in the box and it's just an easy goal. And in this clip it comes out from the back, and this pass is alright, but this second pass is so sloppy, it's straight to the striker, left for the keeper to clean up. This one comes from a counter attack, and it's just a really lack of tracking back. There's not much urgency from Club Brugge here, and then it just gets in, and unluckily misses. And in this one the ball is played out to the player, and it is a brilliant first touch. Let's just admire that for a second. But the ball's played in, and the defence is just caught up, and it's completely gone. This one, it just starts with the defence with a huge hole, and he just passes it through, and unluckily he misses. This one starts with a long ball over the top, and it's a brilliant first touch here to take out the defender, puts him on his arse, and then it's basically just one-on-one.
Okay, so as you can see, Club Brugge's defence is absolutely woeful. They get split by through balls over the top, anywhere down the wings. It's really easy to break them down by the looks of it, from what I've seen from every other club they've beat this season. I'm not going to take into account last season because their team has changed so much. It's kind of like Rangers. If you were to compare our team last season to this season, it's literally been flipped around, and basically half the team's gone and a new team's in. That's the same with Club Brugge. So I think they've not strengthened in their defence yet. So Rangers really need to take advantage of this and rip them to shreds in this leg, because maybe by the next leg they'll have a couple defenders in. So Rangers really need to just take them straight away in this leg and finish at Ibrox, essentially what we've done the last two games with Panathinaikos and Victoria Plzen, high scoring games in the first leg, and then we see it out in the second leg, boringly, both games. But yeah, I reckon this should be the main thing Rangers need to go in and get. And as you can see, the only thing that is stopping the teams from scoring is the goalkeeper. It is literally the last line of defence. So the defence is very weak, but the goalkeeper is probably their strongest part of that defence. Which, I mean, if we attack it enough, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get through once and you're going to get that opportunity, and the keeper's not going to save it. So that's what we need to do. But yeah, that is Club Brugge's biggest weakness. So now we've talked about Club Brugge's weakness and their strength. So now I'm going to put on a lineup that I think Rangers should put out tonight to absolutely just go and take this game by storm and get it done in the most easy and simple way in the first leg. But yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so this is the lineup I would like Russell Martin to put out tonight for this Club Brugge match. And I'm going to start with the goalkeeper, and it's going to be Jack Butland. Nothing changes here. He's had a couple blunders recently, but nothing serious. But he stays in the squad in my eyes. He's still our number one goalkeeper. Then we've got James Tavernier at right back. He's got a lot more European experience than Max Aarons. This is why I put him in here. He's a little bit slower, but that experience I think will count in a big match like this. Then I went with the Giga on the right centre back. He's just been completely solid since joining Rangers. He's only had one mistake, and that was that red card against Dundee. I think it was still a dodgy decision, but yeah. Then I've went with Amel Fernandez. I have dropped Suter for this game. I just think he's very unreliable. I watched that Dundee game, and honestly, he was the worst player on the pitch. So I've went with Amel Fernandez. I liked what he done against Al Athletic, and that was about it. Then I went with a left back. I went with Jane Mononga. He is our new signing, and I'd like to see him being thrown into the deep end. Jifty looks like he's gone, and so does Ridvan Yilmaz. So what's the point in playing players that are leaving our club? Then in right centre mid, I've went with Lyle Cameron. I've liked what I've seen from this boy straight away. He's been really good, so I've dropped Dio for this match. And I'm excited to see what Lyle Cameron can bring in a match like this, because he's been very good. His passing's very good as well. Then I went with Raskan at left centre mid. You get what you get with Raskan. He is a brilliant player. I've seen a lot of rumours about Raskan lately, but I'm going to push them all aside because I think he's still one of our best players. And yeah, apparently he's been working really hard since being dropped. So let's see how that goes. Then on the left wing, I went with JD Gassama. Enough said. Honestly, he's been one of our best players and probably the best signing we've made this summer. He's been great. Then I've went with Taylor Asgard at Cam. He's been unknown, and I'm really excited to see what he can bring. I was excited when we brought him in for Leicester, and yeah, I'd like to see what he can bring because he's finally back from injury. Then I went for Daji Gaspard. He's been brilliant. He's just said what it is on the tin. And then I've went with Oliver Antman at right wing. He's been brilliant from what I've seen of him. He was a little bit slow in the Dundee game, but other than that, really good. And up front, I went with Dessers. A lot of European experience. He's been brilliant. But yeah, Dessers is who I'm starting up top. I believe Mikey Moore will have his chance in this game and might come on as a sub. But yeah, Dessers is who I'd go with. More European experience. And that is it, boys. That is the Club Brugge versus Rangers preview. Completely done. I totally forgot to record an outro, so enjoy this screenshot of the thumbnail. But yeah, that is it. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Helps with the growth. But yeah, that's it. I've been DGG, route to enemy.